Hello guys, so in this video we will talk about cones. A cone is a solid bounded by a conical surface called the lateral surface and the plane which is called the base, which cuts all the elements. So this is like the counterpart of pyramid, no? Whenever we use of circles as base. So there are some properties about cone. The altitude of a cone is the perpendicular distance from the vertex to the plane of the base. So h here is the altitude of the cone, and another one, if the cone is not a right cone, then yung h niya nandito. Okay, so same lang. The axis of cone is the straight line joining the vertex and the center of the base. So if you will connect here, the h here serves as the axis of the cone, but here, no, the height is not the axis, but the point from the center to the apex of the cone. A right section of a cone is a section perpendicular to its axis and cutting all the elements. So yung nakapaligid sa cone, we often refer it to as elements. And these are the formulas that you need to remember about cones. The volume is just equal to 1/3 pi r squared times height. Just like the pyramid, it has 1/3 base times height, but because base is a circle, it's always a circle, then the area of the circle, pi r squared, will be used always. So the formula is 1/3 pi r squared times height. Now, for the lateral area, what you need here is what we call slant height, okay? So what is the slant height here? So you could see letter L here, no? We call it slant height. So here, no, this part is called slant height. Okay. Now, the lateral area is equal to pi RL. So, as long as you know the radius and the lateral slant, or I mean the slant height rather, no, you'll be able to get the lateral area of the cone. And also, the total surface area now is just equal to lateral area plus the area of the base, which is pi r squared. So, three important dimensions for the cones: radius, height, and the slant height. If you know these three dimensions or measures, no, it will be easy for you to solve for the volume and lateral area of cones. So let's proceed right away with the first problem. A right circular cone has a 15 centimeter radius and a 20 centimeter altitude. Determine the cone's lateral area, total area, and volume. Okay, so using this illustration, we need to solve for the first one, di ba? We need to solve for the lateral areas. We all know it's equal to pi r L. Okay, so the problem here is we don't have the measures for L, di ba? So how do we solve for L here? Yan ang problema natin. Okay, paano nga ba? Kasi yung radius okay na eh. Okay, simple lang. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung L dito, ito yun, di ba? Kung mapapansin nyo, ay nakakabuo siya ng right triangle with the height and the radius. Tama? So, kung titignan natin yan as a right triangle, we can actually solve for L using the Pythagorean theorem, right? So, to solve for L is just equal to what? Square root of 15 squared, which is the radius of the cone, plus 20 squared, which is the height of the cone. So, L now, Pythagorean theorem lang yan, ha? So, L now is equal to what? 25 centimeters to be specific. But, no, hindi yan ang hinahanap natin. Ang hinahanap natin ay yung lateral area. But because we have the slant height now, no, it will be easy for us to solve for the lateral area. And the lateral area is equal to what? Pi times the radius, which is 15 centimeters, times the slant height, which is now, slant height, which is now equal to what? 25 centimeters. So the final answer is what? Using your calculator, it's 375 pi, or that's cm squared, right? Do not forget the unit. Or it could be in decimal form, 1178.10 cm squared. Now, for letter B, we need to find the total surface area of the cone. Now, the total surface area is just equal to what? Pi r squared, which is the area of the base, times the lateral area, which is pi rl. But we all know but we already got the lateral area, right? And the lateral area, as we mentioned a while ago, is just 375 pi. Now, to solve for TSA, all we need to do is to use the formula pi r squared, which is 15 squared plus 375, which is the lateral area that we solved. So the total surface area now is 600 watt pi, or equivalent to 1884.96 cm squared. Okay, so this is also cm squared. And now I think the easiest problem here is the volume of the cone, because all you need is what? The radius and the height. So the volume of the cone, this is for letter C, right? So the volume of the cone is just equal to 1/3 pi r 15 squared, which is the radius squared, and height, which is 20. By using your calculator, you'll get 1500 pi cm cube, or you can write 4712.39 cm cube. That's it. Now here in the second problem, an inverted right conical container has a height of 100 centimeters and a base radius of 45 centimeters. So it holds a water to a depth of 40 centimeter above its apex. So if a tank has a water inside, the level of the water from the apex is 40 centimeters. So 40 there is the height of the water inside the tank. No? Letter A, we need to find the volume of its content. So content meaning the volume of the water. And B, if additional water will be pumped into the tank at the rate of 3.5 gallons per minute, how long will it take to fill the container? Right? So, yun lang kailangan natin. Tsaka itong conversion natin na gagamitin natin mamaya. And it says here that 1 gallon is equivalent to 3,785.41 cubic centimeters. So, okay, before we solve this problem, no, we need to find the volume of the water daw. So here, as you notice, no, the water follows the shape of the tank, which is also an inverted cone. So now, no, for us to get the volume of the water inside, we need the height and the radius of the water. But we have a radius for the water? Wala, di ba? Yun. Dito pumapasok ngayon yung kailangan natin gawin para mahanap yung radius na, let's say, mula dito sa center hanggang dito. What is the radius of this? Or what is the length of that? Diba? So, ang sekreto dito, guys, ay mag-drawing kayo ng ganito. Okay? Kasi pag tinuloy-tuloy nyo yan, mapapansin ninyo, oops, mas pumangit. Okay? Mapapansin ninyo, parang hindi ko ma-perfect. Ayan, mapapansin ninyo na nagkakaroon tayo ng similar triangles. Right? Naalala nyo pa ba yung similar triangles? Paano na yon? Yung ganito, di ba? Di ba pag ganyan ang mga triangles natin, pwede tayong gumawa ng ratio and proportion para sa big triangle tsaka para dun sa smaller triangle na to. Tama? So, by using ratio and proportion, we'll be able to solve for the missing value. And let that missing value be x. Okay? And we need to solve for that value of x. So in A, we need to find the volume of the water. Okay? And that volume of water should contain base and height, radius, base, and height. Kaso wala tayong radius, base muna. So hanapin muna natin yung x. So anong gagamitin kong formula? Napakasimple lang. X over 40. Tama? So, pag ginamit ko yung x over 40, ito yon. Equate ko lang yan sa, kung ginamit mo x over 40 kanina, dapat gamitin mo dito 45 tsaka 100. So, this is what? 45 over 100. By cross multiplication, x will be equal to what? 18 centimeters. And this is now the value of x, or the radius of the inverted water shape. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Di gagamitin natin yung x na yan to solve now for the volume of the water. We can now solve for the volume of the water. So, the volume of the water is just equal to 1/3 base times height. Force, yung base natin ay pi r squared. And we have pi. So, 1/3 pi, what is the radius? The radius is, as I mentioned, it's 18. Yung sinolve natin, di ba? Squared mo yan, and then height, which is 40. Oh, magtataka siguro kayo, sir, bakit 40 yan, hindi 100? Remember, ang kinukuha na natin ng volume dito, yung water, and the height of the water is 40. Okay, so hopefully, our answer will be the same, which is equal to 4,325 cm cube. That's the answer for the volume of the water. You can also rewrite this into decimal value na. So, pwede. And now, dun sa letter B tayo medyo magkakatalo. Kasi, kailangan nating lagyan ng tubig pa yung conical container na yan. So, ibig sabihin, no? Gaano karaming tubig kaya ang kakasya pa dito sa space na yon. Okay? So, ito kung lalagyan natin ng tubig yan, gaano karaming anong amount of water ang kailangan pang ilagay dyan, and at the same time, we need to determine how long will it be filled with water. Diba? So, ano kaya ang gagawin natin pag ganyan? Okay? So, ganito lang. We need to get the volume of the, let's say, empty space. Let's name this volume of empty space. To get that, all we need to do is what? Oh, balikan natin. 'Di ba? Kung alam mo yung volume ng water at alam mo yung volume ng buong container, ang gagawin mo lang ay i-minus mo lang sila para makuha mo to, yung space na yon. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, kunin mo muna yung volume ng container. Okay? Kasi, anong volume niya pag puno siya? So, the volume of the container should be container. Ayan. Okay? At i-minus natin yung volume ng water. Bakit natin ginagawa to? Para alam natin yung volume ng empty space. Dahil pag alam niyo yung volume ng empty space, alam niyo kung gaano kadaming tubig ang kailangang ilagay. Tama? So, magiging madali na lang to. Bakit madali na lang yan? Kasi, yung volume ng water kanina, nakuha na natin. So, all we need to do is substitute the values for this. Anong volume ng container? E di 1/3 base times height. The base is pi r squared, and here 45 is the radius of the container. Tama? Multiply it to the height of the container, which is 100. And then, you just need to subtract the volume of the water, which we solved a while ago. And that is equal to 4,000, ano na ulit? 320 pi. That is cm cube, right? So that the answer will be equal to what? 63,180 pi cubic centimeters. Okay? Yan. But we don't stop there. Bakit? Kasi, yan yung volume ng empty space, pero hindi yan ang tinatanong. Ang tinatanong, gaano katagal o ilang minutong kailangan para mapuno mo yan. Aba, kayang-kaya natin yan. Bakit? Kasi, kung mapapansin nyo, pag sinolve natin yung n, and mag-let n tayo. Let n be the number of minutes needed to fill the container. Yan. So, if n is the number of minutes needed to fill the container, what is the formula for n? Yan ang isosolve natin dito. At kayang-kaya na natin yon. Bakit? Kasi if you're solving for n, all you need to do, guys, is to what? Kunin nyo yung volume ng empty space. Ano ba ang volume ng empty space? Diba 63,185 cm cube? Diba yan? Anong gagawin ko dyan? Eh di convert ko muna into gallons. Okay? O yung iba, nagtataka, bakit i-convert into gallons? Kasi 3.5 gallons per minute kasi ang kaya ng pump. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng makompute yung number of minutes kung dito nakakonvert ng gallons. At paano nga ba? O, sinabi dun sa problem ito, diba? 1 gallon is equivalent to 3,785.41 cubic centimeters. Tama? But we don't stop there. Kasi, pag nakuha na natin yan, na-convert na natin siya into gallon. Tama, ka-cancel ito, cancel ito. So, kailangan i-multiply pa natin yung gallon ngayon sa minutes, convert natin siya into minutes. And we all know that according to the given, no? Ewan ko kung nakita nyo kanina. Okay, balikan nyo na lang. Tignan nyo yung problem. Ang sabi doon, rate of 3.5 gallons per minute. So, in every 3.5 gallons, no, 1 minute ang lumilipas. And with this, gallons will be what? Cancelled, and then matitira na lang yung minutes. And by using your calculator, what will be the answer? The answer is approximately 14.98 minutes. So meaning, if you want to fill the container with water, okay, you still need 14.98 minutes to do that. Or approximately 15 minutes.